Hello guys, my name is Cody, also known as Brian PSN. Today I have my 2002 Chevy Silverado here. It's green, I like green. I am working on my horn. I put new horns in probably about a week ago, and I seen on online, because I was having a problem with like working half the time. Like, it depends on where the steering wheel was, which is kind of weird. It would work half the time or kind of go in and out a little bit. So what I did was I took the whole thing apart, took the airbag out, and disconnected the power negative terminal from the battery. And as you can see, I put my key in. Nothing happened, so I took it all apart. This is pretty much what does your horn. It's kind of like spring-loaded stuff. So when you push on the airbag top piece, it'll it's like a spring thing that'll make the contacts touch. And I found out that you can try putting some solder on the end of here just to help it out a little bit. I also cleaned up in that hole right down in there. Clean that up a little bit. So if you're having a horn issue, that's what you can do. Kind of clean up the contacts. Mine was really dirty. Took all these things out, cleaned them all up. They were like as black as like this interior, like blackish gray. So they go in like right there, up in there like that. 4 of them, took them out, cleaned them up, cleaned up all these contacts, cleaned them up just a little bit. Hopefully that'll fix it. Otherwise, if it doesn't, I'll put like a little toggle switch right here so I can override if it's gonna work half the time, because that's not safe. But as soon as I get this thing somewhat put back together, I'll show you guys how to pull an airbag out of a 2002 Chevy Silverado. It's not that hard. You just have to shove a screwdriver back here, back in this little hole, and then there's a little lever you gotta push in really hard, and then it pops out. It was kind of confusing the first time I did it, so I'll show you guys, because there's like no videos out there on like how to do it. There's a few, but they don't like go into detail how it works or anything like that. So I'll put this thing somewhat back together, and I'll come back and show you guys how to do it. Alright guys, I got some of it put back together. You want to make sure when you go to put these back in, you can see these little clips, like the thin side goes to the inside of the steering wheel towards this bolt. I put everything back in. I don't know why they honestly did this. It's just like it touches a piece of metal in there. They could have just put a wire in there with like a disconnecting piece or whatever. I want to make sure it's in there correct. You can see how it'll work. I might plug in the battery really quick to make sure my horn's going to work fine. So I will test that out, and I will be back with the part to show you how to take out the airbag. Alright guys, I have the airbag right here. I'm trying to be very careful. I don't want to damage it or anything. You can see the airbag inside of there. That'd be kind of crazy if it went off, but anyway, this is how you will take the airbag out. There's these 2 holes right here, right there, but you gotta come in from the back. So right behind the back here, there is, let's see where I am. See up in there, there's a little hole. Back of the steering wheel, you can even see it if you like flash a flashlight back there and have like a phone to like mirror it. You can see, you get a screwdriver on that clip, pull it all the way down, both sides it comes out. I might do a view of like what it looks like down in there, so I'll come back to that. Alright guys, I am back. I have a little flashlight. As you can see, there's a little hole right up in here. It's this little square one. So what you gotta do is put a screwdriver in there flat, dead flat, to get in that hole, and then you push down on the little bar. You gotta push pretty hard, because I had to push really hard. I thought I was gonna break something, but push very hard. You can see that little wire in the bottom of there. Here, I'll see if I can wiggle it. See that little wire? Like a little bracket. You gotta stick your screwdriver in there, and then this goes down, and it releases the airbag. So that's that part. I'll show you what the airbag looks like. Those 2 clips are underneath these little pegs. There's 2 little pegs that holds it on. Then there's a connector. Don't forget to undo the connector when you pull it out. But you gotta work one side, undo the clip, pull it out a little bit, and then what I had to do was turn the truck on just a little, like turn it on completely, and then turn the wheel completely around the opposite way, because there's no way of moving this wheel all the way around. So I had to do that. and it come up pretty easy. It took me a minute to get used to it, but as soon as I got it, you gotta pull out this little connector right here, like it'll be in here like this. To undo it, I just had a little screwdriver. See if it'll focus. Got it up under here and pulled it up, but it's kind of hard to do it with one hand. Or you can just pull it up by your hand. It just depends on how hard it is in there. See, pulls it right out. Screwdriver, where'd you go? I'll get it in a minute. But anyway, I'm gonna put this airbag back in and hopefully everything works. I already tested it out. I plugged the battery back in without the airbag on, so I had nothing to worry about. It worked fine. So you can see how they work. Your airbag pushes these in on either side, either corner, like wherever it gets contact in one of these four corners, it'll do your horn. This is like a wire that comes in, and once it gets ground, it turns it on. So I'll put my airbag back in and I will be right back. Alright guys, I snapped my horn back in. It looks to be working fine. I think there's like a design flaw on the bottom of this, because I even noticed it before I pulled it out. Whenever you go to push this, it hits that back plastic right there. On the top, there's just so much play at the top. Like it doesn't touch it, but you can't really see that. But it doesn't touch it at all, so. What I ended up doing is even pulling out the fuse for the airbag. It's just in the side door right here. Just gotta find the one that says airbag. Pulled that out. That seems like it's working better than it did before, because like you couldn't hear like the metal touch. Like there's dust and crud and corrosion and stuff in there, so I fixed that up. Hopefully it'll work. I'm gonna try all different positions when I go to plug the battery back in. That's about it, I think. So plug the negative back in. I think I'll put my wrench in here. I just use a crescent wrench, but they're kind of bad if you're working on bolts, because they could like strip them off, but I'm going really easy putting them back on, so I didn't feel like digging out a whole socket set figuring out which one was the right one. But that looks to be done. I might do a video on how to fix these lights, because this light works half the time, but like that's the best it'll work. I don't even think I could even find a replacement. I don't even know what they're even called. You probably look at the part number, but they're kind of annoying. They get dirty like that. The connections, so I could show you guys how to fix that. But see, I have my soldering iron out here. A little bit of solder on there. Now since the battery is plugged in, seems to be working fine now. It used to. It works way better now. I wonder if the bottom works. You gotta push really hard, but it works. That's what I mean, like a design thing, that plastic is too tall, which that could be fixed easy, but I mean, you'll be seeing it all the time. That's the bottom. So seems to be working fine now, so I will put this fuse back in. I believe I know where it is. Let's look on the airbag. It goes 25, 10, 15, second to right. 25, 10, 15. Right, and where's my finger? Right there, 15. That's good. You can see the diagram on here. It's not very hard to like follow. It's real easy. They give you like extra fuses. I think I have extra ones in my other fuse box too, which is nice. And that plastic thing sucks. It falls out. I might have to just throw this in my glove box or something because it's a piece of junk, but I'll just do that. I never use them. I always use needle nose because those plastic things suck. The ends get all wore out and they don't take anything off. Pop that back on there. Works very good. I'm not sure if this one has extra fuses or not, but you can see the stupid plastic puller. Here, I'll try to demonstrate what these things, how bad these things are. See, look, there's a fuse right there. It just doesn't pull them out. I'm like, there we go. See, it takes forever and they just suck. Just use a pair of needle nose pliers and they'll come off way easier. Which I don't understand why half these fuses are in upside down. I've never touched these whatsoever. I don't know if the owner before me did something to them or what, or the factory did it. It's kind of like weird how some of the fuses are in upside down. I mean, they don't matter, but it's just kind of like OCD stuff, I guess. Everything is good. I'll be doing a video on how to change the cabin filters in this truck. It's right under that plastic down there. Kind of hard to get to. I'd end up cutting off a little standoff because there's a screw up in here somewhere and there's no way to get anything up in there. Like, it doesn't look like it'd be an issue on camera, but like, it's bad. Like, there's no way to get to it. So I'd end up screwing it out just a little bit and just cutting it off because there's no way. So let's start her up. Making sure my airbag stuff all went off, make sure it's all working fine. Works good. So that is successful. Like, it used to be really weird. Like, now it's just kind of like easy flowing. So yeah, it works. So that's a successful fix. That's how to pull out an airbag in a 2002 Chevy Silverado and fix the horn if your horn's being kind of weird. I'm gonna test this out. I don't know when I'm gonna go driving next, but if you guys don't know me, I'm not 16 yet, but I'll go out driving sometimes with my family because you have to. It's kind of illegal if you don't. So turn the AC on. It's getting hot in here. I think Wednesday my new radio is coming in because my buttons broke off here. My thing got reset, but you got to reset that. That's kind of the thing of it. But put a new radio in here. Hopefully my stuff all comes in Wednesday. But anyway, this has been this video. Like, comment, subscribe. If this video helped you guys, let me know. If you need any other help, let me know. I kind of rambled on about some other stuff, but I mean, some of it could be handy for some other people. So yeah, this has been this video. Like, comment, subscribe, and catch you guys in the next video. Goodbye.